The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by MedVet. Every week we introduce you to a new furry friend looking for their forever home in our MedVet Pet of the Week. This time around we've got Christian Long, Director of Comms at Texas Humane Heroes, along with Benji, the world's best lap dog. So Christian, good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us a little bit about Benji, who is getting healthier. Look at his little face. He just did a little rest on his chicken. He is getting healthier by the day.
Yes. He has been in our care for about a month, and what had happened was his owner had passed away unexpectedly, which was, very hard for him to take. So
of course.
The first few days we had him, he was pretty guarded and wasn't really into visitors or hanging out much. And obviously he, you can see he's lost some fur. We think that was because of the stress of the whole situation.
Poor baby.
But, his fur is starting to come back. It's kind of starting here at the top and moving its way down, but, it will eventually come all the way back.
Yeah, and we do think he will make a full recovery.
Yeah, no, he's already rebounded. He's opened up. We just had to give him lots of TLC and attention. And, because of the stress that he's been through, he does have a little bit of separation anxiety. He likes his stuffies with him at all times.
Stuffies, okay.
So whenever, wherever he does end up, especially at first, people will need to be around him until he gets used to things like crate training, and not crate training because he is crate trained, but being left alone for a little while and stuff is going to be stressful at first. So he'll need a little bit more time than normal to adjust, we think, but
someone who's willing to put in some time, especially those first couple of months, to make sure that he's on a schedule and that he knows a loving person
that
is
you're
coming
back,
home
yeah,
to him at the end of the day. But it brings up a really good point, is that since he's been in an owner's house before, he has all of the great assets of already being a trained dog.
Yeah, he's already potty trained. He knows about crate training. He rode in a crate on the way up here and did great. He does know the commands. He can be a little fussy about when he wants to accept them.
Deciding to sit for you or roll over.
But no, really all he wants is just a nice, lap to cuddle up with and, someone to take him out. He's potty trained, like I said. And once he's around someone and gets used to them, yeah, those tricks will start coming out on command.
How about someone who has a backyard, who's maybe looking for a dog to go on walks with, that sort of thing? Does Benji have a whole lot of energy, or are we talking more of a couch potato?
He is, right now, you would be surprised to know he actually does have a lot of energy. He loves exploring.
I'm loving how happy and calm he looks, though, in your lap. You're giving him the right pets.
But yeah, no, when he's out walking, he loves to say hi to the little dogs. He likes to, sniff every little thing. He's definitely got an adventurer streak in him.
Well, and I'm glad you brought that up. What do we know about him with other dogs, or him with cats or kids?
We unfortunately don't know a lot. Like I said, the little dogs he's definitely curious about and wants to say hi to. I think some of the bigger dogs, especially, well, any dog or person that sort of comes up real quick is going to freak him out a little bit. He's still getting
used. It'd freak me out too.
Yeah. So he can get a little bit intimidated, but if you have a bigger dog and want to do a supervised meet and greet, especially if that big dog's a little bit more easygoing, I think, we'd have to see how it goes.
You could have cuddle buddies for the couch. And look at him, as his first coming in, he is looking so handsome. And you said you love just that little ring of brown.
The little brown ring around his left eye there.
That is so beautiful. Yeah, he's a handsome boy, and he's going to have all his fur back before too long. Let's talk about how your adoption process works for someone who maybe, let's say they don't need to do the meet and greet. Okay, so they don't have any other animals at home, but they haven't adopted before. The first thing that happens on Google is not always, hey, here's a rescue.
Right.
Sometimes you get pushed towards someone who's paying for an ad. So coming towards someone who, like you, Texas Humane Heroes, can help out with adoption. Tell me about that process.
I think the first thing is, if you are looking at somewhere like Google, if you're looking for maybe a specific type or a specific kind of size, add in rescue or foster or, some of those types of keywords. Tip. And also, do that same kind of searching on social media. All of us shelters love posting on Instagram. And, it can be a little bit more reliable in terms of stuff in your area, what kind of rescues there are, and, what kind of pets they rescue. Are they just dogs? Are they just cats? Some of them are breed specific. Some of them work with littler dogs. Some of them like to work with bigger dogs. We
Every
like to work
once in
with
a while
all
you
dogs.
get bunny rabbits and chinchillas.
They're out there. They're pig rescues and
Yeah.
Shetland pony rescues. So I would say start there. But, you know, once you've found a place, you know, come on out and just stroll through, meet the dogs, and don't be swayed by if one of them's acting a little shy or one of them's acting a little barky. That's not how they normally are. And, you know,
Some time away from the shelter can really help clear that up.
even a couple of minutes on a leash, you will start seeing their actual personality. Take them on a walk, take them out into one of our play yards. But yeah, you would just come out to our shelter, talk to an adoption counselor in a red shirt, and talk to them about what you're looking for. And if you have a specific dog like Benji here and you want to take him on a walk, we'll leash him up for you.
I don't know how Benji's not going to have a forever home after today. He has been a model pup. And we're actually already over time, but I don't want to leave before we've said the November chili cook-off. It's not too far away. I am judging record number of chefs, but we can still take more. We have until October 11th to sign up. We've got about 18 chefs signed up, which is a lot more than last year, and we've got room for more. So yeah, humaneheroes.org has all the info, it has all of our pets infos, everything. I will consider you if you don't put beans in your chili, but I'm from the Midwest, so it might be a good hack in order to get on my good side. Thank you so much for your time, Christian. Good job, Benji. Good job. All right, to adopt Benji, visit humaneheroes.org or follow along on social media at Texas Humane Heroes. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by MedVet.